Oh, thank you for staying with us, ladies and gentlemen, here at the North American International Auto Show. We came up here to the Michigan State Police display. We have Trooper Shaw. We're all concerned about distracted driving, and so is the state police. So if you get your head out of your app, you just might save your life for the person next to you, right, Mr. Shaw?
Absolutely. That's one of the things that we focused on in November was distracted driving. Now, we all know that April is National Distracted Driving Month, and we'll really hit it again. But we've talked to our troopers as they're out on patrol every day to look at distracted driving, because we know this is the number one cause of crashes in the Metro Detroit area, across the state, and probably across the country. Distracted driving leads to many things, either losing your mind and not knowing how fast you're going, traveling too close to the person in front of you because you're too busy looking down at your cell phone. So we want to remind everyone, not only in the state of Michigan, but across the country, to get your head out of your app. That's a campaign that we use to kind of use an educational purpose of it. For us, we use an unmarked car where we put ununiformed troopers in these unmarked cars to go out there and try to find people that are using their cell phone, that are texting, that are eating, switching their radio stations, and then have a marked car pull them over. Sometimes, we just is educational, a verbal warning, hey, this is something that you want to be careful of. But other times, we did give them that ticket.
Sure, they're pretty hefty, I understand. And like you say, it's a lot better than getting somebody killed that you can live with the rest of your life. Consequently, we're seeing a doubling of fatality over the last few years, and this is why you guys are out there being very diligent. About 2,000 people last year in America were killed because of this.
Of distracted driving. In Michigan alone, 2014, we had 14 of our residents who were killed on our roads, and then 28 in 2015. So when the stats come out for 16, we're concerned as we're seeing this doubling of distracted driving deaths go, that's going to get even worse. So it's time for us to kind of get in there. If you got to throw that phone in your trunk, if you got to throw it in the back seat, whatever you got to do to kind of remind yourself. And one of the things that we really want to be careful of is when we talk to a lot of teenagers and kids and people that are learning how to drive, where did you learn, to text and drive and things like that? And their first and only answer is mom and dad.
There you go. Well, it applies to all of us. Folks, make sure you stay safe out there. Put down that little machine where you're driving the big machine. And just, if you would, just stay tuned for 40 seconds. We have a public service announcement in conjunction with the Department of Natural Resources, Michigan State Police, and Michigan Horse Council.
Always pass slow and wide when encountering Michigan equine trail groups on Michigan roadways. The Michigan Horse Council, along with the Michigan Department of Natural Resources, maintains over 225 miles of outdoor recreational trails for horse and equine activities. The Michigan State Police reported there were 889 traffic fatalities and 753 cell phone distracted driving crashes this year, a 13% increase from the previous year. Horse and livestock fatalities are on the increase. Please keep these common sense procedures in mind when encountering equine trail signs. Always pass slow and wide. Heed riders' request to slow down. Activate hazard signal lights on your vehicle. And treat every horse as a hazard. This message from the Michigan Department of Natural Resources and the Michigan Horse Council.